This is modern-day basketball. The tallest player on the court for the Bucks, Chris Livingston, at about 6'7".
Kennedy Chandler's only 6 foot flat, but he can get up there.
Pushing the tempo, getting out, finding his teammates in transition, or getting to the rim and finishing like we saw in the first possession.
David Duke Jr. for 3. Hot start for Brooklyn.
That the Nets go about their business.
I think a lot of people are surprised to see him here in Vegas, but he said, hey, look, I love to hoop. They asked me to play. I'm not going to say no. Wigginton has the first 3 for Milwaukee.
And being mentors to younger players.
Yeah, Duke's a free agent. He was elevated to a two-way last year, but they did not extend the qualifying offer to him. Wigginton on the steal, takes it coast to coast. 5 quick ones for the Canadian.
Great opportunity for him to get a lot of backup point guard minutes in Brooklyn. And definitely a change of pace guy from Spencer Dinwiddie.
That time, Armani Brooks knocks it down, the 25-year-old out of Houston.
But Noah Clowney truly picked it up. But it was the shooting ability that really intrigued many of the NBA organizations, and enough to where Brooklyn takes him at the 21st pick.
Duke in control. That's 5 points for David Duke Jr.
Yeah, you guys, Clowney said the biggest adjustment he has to make is just getting used to the speed of the NBA game. He said you got to get a good shot up within 24 seconds, but no one wants to play the whole 24 seconds.
Also playing with some older guys. As you mentioned, he doesn't turn 19 until Friday. So you're also always wondering as to whether or not you're being too aggressive or being aggressive enough.
This is
true. This is true.
Here's Beauchamp with 5 to shoot for Milwaukee. Nico Mannion is out there, swings it to the corner. A.J. Green's 3 is pure. How do you think the Bucks could look different under Griffin?
You know, I think the biggest issue for the Bucks last season was they weren't the same defensive team. Opportunities mean so much, it's oftentimes difficult. So getting those reps, I agree with what Kendra said as far as Draymond's commentary on that. Those reps absolutely could help Nico Mannion find his way onto a roster.
Matched up with Adonis Arms. Iverson Molinar lays it in. 1 of 12 and allowed the Bucks to tie this game at 18. David Duke Jr. has been good so far. He's up to 7 points to lead the way for Brooklyn. There's a noticeable buzz whenever Fall gets the ball as Livingston lays it in. The Bucks have their first lead, 22-20. Yeah, but
okay, well, you said yeah, but there's no but. Once you said yeah, forget everything else you said.
The Nuggets won a title. They played enough defense to win a title. Well, Sean was busy all the way through June with the Gators making it to Omaha, almost winning a College World Series. There's Taco Fall.
Look at Taco leaving the ground.
It's Taco Tuesday, giving the people what they want here in Vegas.
On the defensive end, in order to keep this a close game here in the second quarter.
Livingston banks it home.
But of course, he's an Oak Hill guy. Got to root for him. From Akron, home of the King.
Corner 3. Nothing but twine for Matt Lewis. Matt Lewis, a former James Madison Duke, with 5 points today for Brooklyn.
What you know about JMU?
Ooh.
Hey, Deli. By the way, Oak Hill. We got 2 Oak Hill guys on the floor right now. Chris Livingston. That's how good they can be if they have everyone available and healthy.
There's a 3 from Andre Jackson Jr. That's a good sign for the Bucks. The first one they've used in that Kevin Durant trade was this year for Noah Clowney, 21st overall. And Corey, we did a Utah game yesterday as Wigginton knocks down another 3. Green after the skip. That was a quick release.
Yes, it was. He never even got it into the shooting pocket.
Brooks all the way, and he scores. A late whistle, and that'll count plus the foul. U2 will be opening up the Sphere in late September, and I think it's sold out for the first 3 months or so of concerts. Jackson way up top on the beat from Beauchamp.
See the difference? But you got to recognize how elite of a defender he has to be. And again, sticking and playing are 2 completely different things. If you can't shoot the basketball, it's going to be tough for you to be on the court playing alongside the best player in the NBA.
David Duke Jr. through contact.
The Liberty, and they're playing in the Aces' hometown on the Aces' home court. I'm absolutely going with Aces.
And Brooks lays it in for the Nets. It's their largest lead as they've started the second half on a 12-zip run.
Best answer. It wouldn't have been my answer, but it was the best one.
What kind of ride would you buy?
Oh, it probably, it would have started with an L or an F. It was a Lambo or Ferrari, one or two. It's going to be, or both.
Nets have started the third quarter on a blistering pace, a 19-2 run for Brooklyn out of halftime. Beauchamp still scoreless. Cook with the offensive rebound.
When we were talking with Cam Johnson, got out to an easy layup, unable to finish it though. Kind of caught a flat tire.
Wilson with a nice finish, wanted a foul.
Oh, look at the play. Look at this. We talked about the records coming in. I believe it was our super producer Greg Pike who told us that Brooklyn was the best of the teams that had a loss. They're looking like it right now, a 19-point lead.
Another takeaway, David Duke Jr.
Plus 27 with him on the floor for the Nets. 13.45 from the field and more importantly 3 of 3 from the three-point line. Cam Johnson talked about helped his team build a 21-point lead.
Duke again on the attack, got his own and put it back.
Which of course they need in Dallas.
Three-pointer is pure for Matt Lewis.
And that's what Matt Lewis does.
Good defense from Andre Jackson. Here comes the rookie out of UConn. Extra feed to the corner, ends in a triple. Look at Drew Timme, the Stabs going to work.
Instant offense. Who was the player of the year that he didn't win it?
3 years ago? Was it Jalen Williams from Santa Clara? Including this past year when Timme split it with Brandon Pajemski of Santa Clara, who's now playing with the Warriors Summer League team.
So since you failed so miserably on that, I'll give you another trivia question. Who was the highest draft pick off that team? Finished the season relatively well.
There's a lot of talent, but is there enough shooting is the question for the Magic. Uh-oh. There is a steal from Chris Livingston. Look out. Stuffs it with 2 hands.
Remember my point to where you got to dunk it on the break? Biggest proponents for a floater. And of course, I hate them. So he, myself, and my guy Rob Lanier constantly, this guy with the ball in his hands, Paris Bass, is a bucket. I'm talking instant offense. Doesn't matter how long he's been sitting on the bench.
Sprays it out. Alan Griffin, the coach's son, knocks it down. Duke against Griffin. What a finish. What a day for David Duke.
Giving him these opportunities to go out and find a job elsewhere. And again, that's one of the things about this brother.
Oh! Hammer time on his head. David Duke Jr. gets teed up and he got his money's worth.
It's amazing, an opportunity. I mean, you got to think about how proud you have to be as a father with the opportunity to be able to coach your son, and even more proud as a son seeing your dad.
And he would talk back then. I never saw him get tossed, though. And we were talking about how that might be the fastest ejection in NBA history as Adonis Arms scores plus the foul.
Start his high school basketball career.
You're going to have to help me out.
He's a Montverde guy. Started at Montverde.
How many guys do that?
Uh-huh.
That'll be a pivotal game for Brooklyn if they want to get into that 4-team playoff, because Trevor Hendry's team's going to have a great point differential after this one. And if they end up 3-1, they'll have a chance to get in.
Not really sure you have an option.
Yeah. Yeah. That is correct.
And I'll gladly give up my seat to PJ, who recruited me, believe it or not. Helped me with information, teaching me the game. He's forgotten more basketball than I've ever known.
Well, the Brooklyn Nets, with a dominant third quarter, put it away against the Milwaukee Bucks. They win by